Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're a little bit sick on throughout today, so if I'm a little bit on the lower energy side, don't mind me. I'm trying my best to get up here and make a nice little video for you all. But as of right this second, we have some big back and forth drama when it comes to the PlayStation universe. We're now seeing some betrayals. We're now seeing basically back and forth respect. We're also now seeing a lot of big news when it came to the GTA 5 and GTA 6 hack, as well as the fact that it was sold for only thousands of dollars. Brand new PlayStation 5 exclusives coming out throughout the rest of this year. And of course, everything else in between. Let's go and talk about it. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have our $500 and PlayStation 5 Slim giveaway. So make sure you guys either follow the Twitter, Twitch, or subscribe for the bonus entries. And of course, give me your thoughts and comments on all this type of stuff down below. So, hello. We had a pretty big drama, but at the same time, something that I think I respect. Now, as I'm sure you guys probably know, Christopher Judge, that is the man, the myth, the legend, and the voice behind God of War's Kratos himself, that very, very manly man who can ramble all the time at the Game of the Year awards, actually has now been involved in drama. Now, thankfully, this is not drama with his own end, but this is in regards now to voice acting, stealing roles, and as well respect on him for passing up proper prior roles, stating and talking about the fact that some people have already locked it on him. Now, as I'm sure you guys know, he did do the voice acting for Kratos. He has a very burly, very manly side. And right now, he does have a little bit of drama for it, where God of War's Christopher Judge refused to voice the voice of young Kratos. So God of War actor Christopher Judge refused to portray young Kratos out of respect for T.C. Carson, the character's original actor. Prior to God of War 2018, actor T.C. Carson was known as the voice behind PlayStation's angriest mascot. The Norse-centric games, however, featured Stargate SG's Christopher Judge in the eponiest role too. So basically, T.C. Carson and Christopher Judge are two separate voice actors who are kind of iconic for the series. For those who dreamt of the day where the two worlds would collide, God of War Ragnarok's Valhalla DLC explored the possibilities to a certain degree. And as rumors about the franchise's future mount, many people are kind of curious if they'd ever do the older iterations of Kratos. And this is where people are curious, because as of recently, there has been some drama and people kind of leaking that God of War might be being remade. That might be something throughout the 2024 and 2025 series for PlayStation games throughout the next few years, because it would make sense. Like right now, we just had a really good, successful God of War. There also might be a God of War TV show that's been rumored and being filmed on. And at the same time, a lot of folks would like these games. Like I myself never played the prior old God of War games, and those games are actually old enough to warrant being remastered. Now, something like Last of Us, yeah, I don't think I really want to see that remastered, but like PS2 games or PS3 games that are actually old without like 3 different remakes, say like Last of Us, I'm down with. Like, I would actually really enjoy the whole vibe of it. I would really, really like it too as well. So as rumors about the franchise's future mount, which is in regards to these remakes, people were curious on who would do the voice acting. It's also led to even more voice acting, where Christopher Judge was also meant and asked to just mimic the voice acting for another different role. And that's also a big insulting thing. So I want to put a little bit of like thumbs up to basically Christopher Judge stating and talking about this, where he's like, no, I am not going to do this. Other people need to shine. Other people need to go and like kind of have a chance to highlight their voice acting and have a chance that I like. Basically, like something out of like T.C. Carson. He wanted to go do it. So saying during a recent stream for Stream Italy, Christopher Judge addressed whether or not he considered voicing the Kratos players no from the older games. So basically thinking like remakes or whatever. And simply put, he wanted it out of respect of T.C. Carson. And this is cool. Like, I always respect people who are like, hey, I had my time, or I had a good paycheck, or at the same time, no one could do the old school Kratos voices as best as insert person. And especially if they're around or they're still in the voice acting industry, that's like basically giving up one job to give it to someone else that you think deserves it more. Now, at the end of the day, it can kind of go either way, but I got to give a lot of props for it. Judge explained, saying, TC is so extraordinary. Even if they had asked, I would have said no. I was actually offered something not too long ago, and I had to turn it down because they wanted me to somewhat match the voice of that character. And I said, absolutely not. I love this dude. That would be such a slight. Basically just saying it'd be a massive insult if for some odd reason he took their position and spot. At present, it's not clear if the offer Judge mentioned was about the Valhalla DLC or something else. Xbox Era's Nick Baker recently claimed that a God of War trilogy remaster could not be in the works. It could be in the works, so it's possible the fans could be seeing a lot more of Kratos in the not too distant future. So all around, this is like some big drama in the fact of like the voice acting industry is usually a pretty, I don't want to say like tight knit, but I would say it probably is. Like most of these voice actors, either for animes or TV shows, cartoons, games, all usually know each other when it comes to this one. So I gotta give a little bit of credit over here towards Christopher Judge in the first place for doing this. Also, I have to sneeze. If I sneeze on video, don't mind me. I am sick. I am trying my best, and I feel bad I even missed out videos. I'm almost on the verge of crying, not because of the sickness, because I have to go and almost sneeze. Also, so other various stuff besides like the big, big leaks and rumors on the God of War remakes. We now have confirmed over here that Sony has confirmed that Stellar Blade is coming to the PlayStation 5 in 2024. So basically, Stellar Blade is the live-action PlayStation game with the big, you-know-whats, and as well a lot of the JRPG action. But this has now confirmed and kind of brought up the discourse of the 2024 games again, where a lot of folks are curious on what's going to happen, what games PlayStation is coming out with, and that also goes and leads into CES. If you guys do not know, sometimes we do actually get some pretty big events from the CES events and press conferences. And Sony themselves, while it is a big company, it's mainly focused on music and movies, PlayStation usually does have some says when it comes to either products or announcements or talks or games or whatever. So we'll have a chance to go watch this in the very near future. And this is all going to be happening in January 8th. A lot of folks are also waiting and looming for when the next State of Play is going to happen. Mainly because a lot of folks right now, both on Xbox and PlayStation, are very curious on what is coming out next. Like something like a Stellar Blade. It's going to be a game I want to play. I will go and play. And of course, people are curious on, like I said, The Last of Us, Upgrade. I'll probably want to play that maybe, or other various games coming out in the near future. So it's kind of cool. We like to go and see this as a good thumbs up. But at the same time, we want more proper rundowns with it. Now, if you guys do not know, we also saw a lot of news when it came to the GTA 5 and GTA 6 source code. And apparently this big drama that's happened is that the GTA 5 source code was sold for just $2,000. Now, not to go into that I would like to go and be involved in hackers or leakers or whatever, and sometimes giving them money in the first place is rough. For some of this type of information, I would literally go and pay for $2,000. Like, I mean, at this point, like, that's a lot of GTA 5 news that I'm sure some people pay more money for. So over the past 48 hours, countless pieces of data have now been posted online as part of this next big major Rockstar Games hack involving the GTA 5. And now even more information comes out and has been seemingly relevant that the GTA 5 source code was sold for an incredibly low price of just only $2,000. According to leaked DMs, a modding group has purchased the source code for the game. After spending $2,000 on the code, the group that bought it tried to resell it for as much as $6,000 to try to make a profit. So maybe I'd be thinking the same thing I said a minute ago, and I wouldn't even make any money on this. I probably would never want to be involved in this type of stuff. It's not my cup of tea. But either way, it's intriguing to see. After no one would buy it from them, even when prices were lowered, a member of the group turned around and decided to leak the code instead. So basically, they had like a group buy, it almost seems like, and at the same point, no one wanted to buy it, so they leaked even more information. So it was only for $2,000. Now, a lot of this data stuff, like the bigger leaks, like the GTA 6 map or the trailer, or like them even releasing the early gameplay that was showed up like a year ago, that matters a lot more, and people would definitely pay a lot more money for that. But at the same time, I guess most folks are kind of like, hey, GTA 5's been out for like 10 years. Who cares? There's not really that much of juicy GTA 6 information. And at the same time, people are kind of like, what's going on with this, whatever. The user, funny enough, also was called GTA Can Burn, as they said it, when they were scolded for the problems he's likely caused by posting the source code. One user said, I really hope you realize the problem you created, to which TMP replied, I'll just leak it fully then, dude, no half measures then. So it's kind of crazy to go and see how these games just keep on coming out and out and out at the end of the day. Now, it's kind of funny, too, because we've also had some, this is like just a little bit of some side story over here. Also, I had the weirdest and strangest Ask Reddit thread up in the background. Don't mind me, I am sick. This is one of those days. But also in case there's just like a little bit of a side story on the gaming side, besides everything else is coming out. Like, we're seeing some even Xbox drama, some AI drama, and everything in between. But if you guys don't know, there's a brand new McDonald's that's coming out. It's called like McSeas. It's like a cosmic, like imagine more of like basically McDonald's, but a little bit more drink focused. Think things like, you know, Starbucks, or like things like, I don't know, like just all the various platforms. So they'll do like little lemonades. They'll have like drinks. They'll do breakfast, etc. Kind of basically to try to go compete with Starbucks, which is kind of true. McDonald's kind of does already, but it's more of a specified for it. And apparently now people have been lining outside the block trying to go get their McDonald's breakfast and McDonald's drinks. Now, I'm not really a big coffee drinker, so seeing this is a little bit on the funny side. In case you guys are curious, I would love to. I wish I could do like a review and show you guys on YouTube, because I'd be very consistent on how these all will end up being. So I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys all so much for existing. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We also have the $500 giveaway going on too. And sorry for a little bit of a more laid back video on this one. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Either way, we might have another bonus video afterwards. And thank you guys for everything. Have a good rest of your nights, good rest of your days, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.